phone's charging, so I won't be able to read your comments for a little bit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Baseline, you can run.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Carr to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
I'm going to baseline, so I'm going to have to use a lot of runs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It was Clelin Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On the option, it's Jackson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Some of these formations, if you run,
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout.
Get him out of this baseline look. Got to be versatile, be able to switch things on the fly. Get people out of certain things that they want to do. Presets. Already got him calling timeout and going pressing pause.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Richard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Powerful running. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He can muster only a yard there. They'll be left with a 3rd and very short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They go with Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
steps away to his left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Carr completes it, finding some room at midfield. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Foster Moreau, 61 yards, and the Raiders are back within a score.
Little trips and shit.
Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Animation to give up on the play.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
And finally, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one, costing him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Carr again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 39 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down at 4. Carr gives to Richard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Flushed out right.
Somebody.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Just roaming in the middle.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Tyus Bowser. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and some strong running. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Good.
Bro,
Carr, like,
incomplete. He threw that.
Can you hit your man?
It was nearly intercepted.
Yeah.
Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw his Carr. They'll find his running back here, Richard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff to Richard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Peyton Barber. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And now the Raiders will face an important two-point conversion attempt here. Carr will look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
They want to get out of baseline. We'll stay in the tray open.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled the play, then they drilled him.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Again, Jackson will keep him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point.
Clutch minute, 3-4 over.
We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Bro, play the ball!
And he's across.
You're standing right there!
The final minute, that should just about seal it. Tucker now for the extra point.
Damn.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ball goes up.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Flush to his right. Toward the end.
Bro, I hit him in his fucking chest.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it. I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
Look at that damn interception first. You should have been a suspect.
Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's complete.
Why? Moreau is the player of the fucking game, baby.
Cross for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Yeah, but with the clutch, they stick. We're going to get one of them. We're going to keep running with Jackson. He took, what, 5 or 6 of them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
If we can force something right here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now Jackson. Finding Watkins. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
One last shot for Jackson. Being chased out left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest.
All right, I want to go back
the
and
lead
look
into
at
the
this play
fourth
and check
quarter.
our messages.
Lose that.
What up, Muhammad? What up, Bougie? Yeah, I'm back at it, man. Sorry for the late
When you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
Trying to open the book up a little bit more so I have more to go to in certain situations. It was just kind of fitting that he was baseline. It's a little tough when they do it from the coach's adjustments, and it's kind of hard if you don't know if they're in or you like to attack the outsides and they just got a corner just sitting over there by the sideline. It's a little tough. So I had to kind of change my game plan to kind of attack the inside of the field.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
That one was a late throw. That's when I decided to just stop going with drive concepts because he's just lingering in the middle. Sometimes you'll encounter people that do that shit and they linger in the middle. So that's why I decided to just go from a tray set to get him out of that. But this, I wanted to hit Waller. Waller was right there. I should have hit Waller. If I would have waited, I probably would have had the post. But this is a glitch. He body clipped. I knew something had to have happened. That's why that guy just kind of shrugged it off because, like I said, when you're out in front and that shit like that happens, it's like body clipping is bad in this game. You can see he's got his hand going through my shoulder pad. Unrealistic. Whatever. Called it. It's like you don't need to necessarily go and look at the highlights to know you got cheated. But I still came back and won. We fought that shit. We used that tray offense. Me seeing me using that a lot more too, so just adding more tools to my toolbox. That way I don't just become like a one-trick pony like most people, like Black Rain, just stay in one fucking shit the whole fucking game regardless of who's playing. There is no universal offense, fellas. There's no universal defense. Match personnel. Take what the defense or offense is giving you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On play action, it's Carr.
Oh, he just
He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Stop.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Flushed out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are on the board first here in Vegas. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
From the 17, Carr firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside. If my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Twice about man.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Disadvantage. You going to bring that safety down? You really want to bring those safeties down?
Richard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Stop bringing this safety down.
Carr to throw again. He'll find Richard here underneath. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. He'll find his tight end. That's one.
Well, I love you, Edwards.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
I'm going with size.
Mariota on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
From his end zone, Newton on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
You gotta stick that, man.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. From just shy of midfield, Newton. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up, trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr.
That is bullshit. Simultaneous goes to the fucking offense.
And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone.
Like he
Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd and inches, Newton. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Newton to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A shotgun snap for Newton. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
Over there.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton.
Give me that!
Complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
You wonder with any receiver how they handle working over the middle in the NFL, especially with a young receiver. They tried it there to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The quick feet.
Oh, man.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Done. Yeah.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he fires one incomplete.
certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is Richard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Field, my man.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Richard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Bro, the fuck out of here!
Had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Carr going to go on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
An excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
One more time with Jacobs.
I need a clutch play.
Touchdown. Josh Jacobs.
Say what up, Frank? What you
touchdown of the afternoon.
Sorry,
and the Raiders have taken the lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Now something, Frank. You hear?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Make it a 3-3-5 from the wide 9.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a first down throw for Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Newton on first down.
I won't let me jump.
I
had it set up perfectly.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
There's a
gain of a
spot
couple,
where you
and that's
can
going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Newton.
There goes the Guinea.
And it'll be intercepted.
You move them outside, you got to do a D-line crash. But if you move them outside where he's supposed to be, they'll give you a free shit.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, Jacobs once more. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
After you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On play action, now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go.
Oh, there we go, Carr.
And that's caught inside the 30.
You ain't got to be fast to be the fastest corner in the game.
Inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
Keep those safeties down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Keep bringing them in, so I can get them into PA. Ooh, I like that motion.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Carr to throw.
They wouldn't let me do it.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing is Newton. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Cam to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
2nd and 10. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush?
Money too,
what blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run them a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
Spread your linebackers, but you've got to manually move the defensive end on the Sam side. He's got to be almost even with the tackle. Okay, so what's going to happen is when you do that, it's going to force a one-on-one. Like it'll look like a double team at first, but you're going to win the one-on-one. Because see, look how the tackle, the guard, he's supposed to match up on him, but you basically just force him to switch, and it's a free shed every time. Okay, do it again. Show you. Did the same thing. Forced him, like I moved him off from the 3-tech to the 4-tech, and it's a free shed every time. This man came out and gun, just thought he was gonna do that thing. And he max protected, bro. And he protected. Still got back there. I think it did once with Yannick will find it. And this was the other side. I did it. It's not the one. It's not. I was probably. I don't even know what time I did it. Back-to-backs. I didn't see it. I know I sacked him. Or was it an interception? Was it the interception? Yeah, this is the play. I came through with Yannick because remember, you got to do it from the Sam side. Sam's going to force the tackle on him, and you're going to get that one-on-one with a guard. You just force him to throw it before he's ready. This is something I've been working on. I mean, especially when you play an organized team like this, bro. Like, nobody wants to sit there and play man press the whole fucking game. Like, only reason you got that team is because that's all their stats are good for, bro. Like, get good, you know. I could care less if, you know. Like I said, you can have a team full of fucking Jalen Ramseys. I'm still gonna pick you apart. It's not the player. Sometimes the abilities trigger, they help you out, but you don't need to be reliant on that. Always have ways to adjust and know how to play different defenses from different formations, so that you always have something to go to in a clutch moment. Like how Diablo just clutched me in that first game. Crosby with that cover 6 block shit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. And off we go from Las Vegas. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Bro, that's enough fun. You know, punching motherfuckers. They set up. Sam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill.
Oh, yeah, that works every formation. Let me find out, man. Four-tech.
There on the first down completion.
Put him in the four-tech.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Good
Second
shit.
down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Tannehill now to throw. Dancing to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down before getting this inside the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27th. Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. That one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Woo!
And he's going to get him about
That's
3
tough.
yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Henry again.
That's what I'm talking about. Slow him down.
I don't think he got there. He did not. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry.
We almost.
He is in. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are on the board first here in Vegas. Tannehill looking to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down?
So,
No,
yeah, make
it's
sure he's in that
incomplete.
4 tech, bro. You play with the Raiders. Just make sure you slide him. Know how to count your techs, 4s or evens.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Right,
this fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
It's easier to double team odd techs. Even techs.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Carr's throw here.
Oh, we breaking ankle.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now a play fake. Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Six 0 our score after 1. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second down and goal. Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Oh, that's why I hate playing drop.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
What I'm going to do.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack on first down, Tannehill forced out to his left.
Bro, play the ball.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Contact is good.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Henry, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Tannehill on first down. Flushed out right. Check down here for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted.
Between the cover 3,
Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders. On first down, Richard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. Now it's Carr. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely.
I ain't gonna worry about it.
They have it up to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Y'all know what it is.
Chased out left.
Y'all know what it is.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses.
And now he lost the football.
Oh, this defense.
Tannehill loses it.
All you're doing is one thing.
And they're going
Oh
to be
my
set
God,
up in the
this
red
is
zone right around the 17-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Carr.
End zone, boom!
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a touchdown.
Got him.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now it's the backup Mariota. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Tap out.
This one fielded at the 5.
He's still gonna come out in it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Crosby back up.
On first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side of his swing pass, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr.
Upfield.
His best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
As a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Tannehill.
Good shit.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Same route over and over, spamming it. Tampa 2 bailed me out. Dun, dun, dun. I'm liking that 3-4 over, man. I might actually use it a little bit more. Hopefully got it next year. That'd be nice. You're not gonna let me compare stats. People rage quit. How's he even ranked, bro? Like, you rank because you play with the Titans, bro? Like I said, you can't take rank reg serious, man. This dude's 0-1 with the Chiefs, bro. Like, how? I'm 3-0 with the Cardinals, Chargers, Chiefs, and I didn't even use them anymore, bro. They were too overpowered. How you lose with the Ravens? I never played with the Seahawks. I got blue screen. These balls, man. It's starting adding tray formations to what I do on offense. You know, I add more schemes in. Mainly want to focus around this halfback base. It's a nice run, especially when you spread them out. Something that you can build your offense around, as long as you know how to follow your offensive lineman instead of trying to turbo through them and create blotches, and then you'd be like, oh, this run don't work. Well, you're doing it.
Well, we are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Some of y'all like to go back and watch the videos and shit. So today's gonna be good.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Playoff trio. My bag. Good now. Game volume down.
They'll run on first down. Richard.
There we go.
He's got some breathing room.
Another way to start the game off. I told you. You might not get into a hell of a run,
out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. 72 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Charlotte faster like he was when he was a rookie.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Jacobs again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Check, man. Mic check.
And now the Raiders actually going to line up here to go for 2.
Give me 1 second. Don't run it like every fucking down. Like some of these idiots do.
Mariota will look to throw.
I mean, it's not bad. It's
and
just
it's 8-0.
they're running double.
They're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
You want to be able to stop the run from it as well. You need to be able to block shit with those 2 inside linebackers. Number 2, you're limited on coverage. It's kind of like
set now to kick this one away.
It can work versus like under center, single back.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
It's not shot.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Sometimes we might be able to get away with it with some other but it is not a good shot. I'm going to try this, bro. Like,
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Instant sheds like this.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Boom!
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
It's complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Herbert on first down now.
Do it, though.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Allen. Still fighting for more. Touchdown Chargers. Keenan Allen, 27 yards. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Keep going, bro. You're going to still keep hitting them on every play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this is now a 1-point game.
Quarterback continues to ride different. There's nothing like you can adjust the slider while you want.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Keep getting those QB hits.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Like this formation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Zay Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside
so
the 45.
Money.
A big play there for the Raiders. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, Richard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Pick the play, man. It's going to the second quarter.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 27, Carr.
I would have had it.
Buying time to his left.
Still
it's complete to Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
It's a no-no.
Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Formations. Still not comfortable playing under center just yet because...
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Might get him with a gun bunch.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Pardon like the Red Sea.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack.
Why?
Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're able to run work this to the 25 before it's all
Back
said
out,
and
man.
done.
Keep throwing it.
It's one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2.
Ain't not like you can excuse. Definitely that quarterback is.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
He's just getting beat up.
Very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Point man. That's not good.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
Throw complete on the diving effort. And running with power here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And he'll look downfield for Waller. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever
I love doing this, bro.
You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert.
No! That's so... Hey, I don't even fucking care, bro. I just want to get these hits.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise is how to move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway.
And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills
right in that
every
traffic,
single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the
right sideline,
but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on 1st down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
Don't.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out.
Instead of throwing
there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. A short kick taken at the 18.
Blocking the back, bro.
And it's out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the 1st half, but when you're in a...
And it comes up, and the Raiders pick it up.
Keep throwing it to that man.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
That's why I like that formation.
They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this 2nd half with their 1st drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. The Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on first down. Richard. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I like to go with these twos, man.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
And that is
Everybody got the ball.
A big play for LA.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Carr completes it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Good job, good job. And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it.
She got the car with him at the job.
Like, goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going deep here for Allen. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Herbert back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Heck of a broken tackle.
And they run this down
near the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Right?
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Yes.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
Yeah, I'm going to come get me when I'm outside on my break.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw here. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Yeah, that's one of them kids. One of them kids was just a baby, because I think one of them was 8. The other one like 15. That's crazy. Hey, fellas, I'm going to catch y'all later, man. Y'all can tune back into the stream, watch it, hit the replay or something. I'm going to catch up with y'all tomorrow, okay? Appreciate y'all tuning in.